Morning. Oh, wait. Oh, all right. We got the rhythm going here. We got a little Gary Lynn Floyd. Let's do that again. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Do all that again. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Thank you, thank you. What a great way to start this this beautiful Sunday morning. And thank everybody for coming this morning. It's so good to see you out there. Anyway, I want to welcome you to the Kalispell Center for Spiritual Living. And we're here because we want to be. We're here. We're here because we want to remind you that each and every one of you is special. You're good enough. You're wonderful because each one of you has an aspect of God inside. And that little bitty aspect of God inside, or big bit of God inside, it gives you that creative force to go out into the world and create the life you want, create the world you want. And we're here to say, let's do it. Anyway, please join me in saying, oh, and I forgot to tell you, if you're new here, please pick up a welcome packet, get on our email list, or fill out a prayer form. Whatever you want. It's all good. We're glad to have you. And happy Father's Day. And so now, please join me in saying our statement of purpose. Our community lovingly and joyfully inspires, supports, and empowers individuals to discover and express their divinity. Well, we have some announcements today. And right after service, we'll have a prayer circle right in front. So if something's on your heart or your mind, please join us up front. We can pray. We love to pray here. Because when two are gathered together, that's when miracles happen. Every Wednesday, we have a Zoom meditation from 7:30 to 8. And there's a card on the back to tell you how to log into the Zoom. Following this service, we have a potluck, so please join us for some really good. And there's this rumor that there's some fabulous lasagna down there. And on tomorrow, June the 16th, Bill Kale will be here with his magical Tibetan bowls. The cost is $20, and it's a great thing. Again, happy Father's Day. And now, let's take a moment to bless your neighbor.
So blessed, awesome. You can sing where you are or find your way back to your space, but don't sit down, because we are radiant lights of God, and I think the only way to express that is if you're willing and able to stand, do that. Yeah, here we go. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of love. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of love. When I stumble, I live by the light of my faith, shining both night and day, shining both night and day. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of peace. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of peace. When I see your face, I see God's light guiding you on your way, guiding you on your way. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of beauty. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of beauty. With conviction so sound, I know that now is the time to pray. Now is the time to pray. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of love. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of love.
That was beautiful. Good morning. what a beautiful day. I see so many beautiful people here today. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here and be in community with you. So let's just settle into our seats right now and let the breath of God move into us and through us, because that's the only thing that can happen right now. You are the breath of God. Your life is the life of God, and it's moving in you, as you, and through you. And so this is the time when we recognize that we are here for our children, the children of the world, all children. The children we know, the children we love, the children we've never met. But we are here on purpose and with that commitment to bless the children. For we know that we do not have to know where the blessing is going, but if we believe in our hearts there is a power for good, and that good is available to us, we are the conduit for the blessing to go out into our world. So let us just take this moment and bless our children. And together we say, we see you, who you really are, made in the image and likeness of God. We cherish you, we support you, and we love you. And allowing that blessing to just surround us. We've just blessed each other's. We've just accepted blessings from each other. But let us just allow that blessing that is always around us to move into the space of our hearts. I woke up this morning and went outside, and I was so blessed because there was a little newborn fawn going through my yard. It was the tiniest fawn I've ever seen that close, other than that close in real life. It was awesome. And what was so beautiful was that the mother looked me in the eye. I trusted her and she trusted me, and she brought her baby through our yard. We're all so blessed in so many ways. So let us just move into that space of that, knowing that, accepting that there is a blessing for us, because there's always a blessing coming to us and through us as we awaken to the power of love, the power of light, the power that is always for us. Let us move into that space and call it good and very good. And it is not always through the media that I find my good, but today I did. I opened up my computer, and today is Father's Day, right? Can you believe they put Father's Day on my birthday? What were they thinking? Isn't that funny? But here's what the blessing is. I woke up to the Thank you. But this is one of the things that I saw on the news today. Today, millennial fathers spend triple the time with their children compared to dads in the 1960s. Now, I know a lot of you will be in that logical brain thinking, well, here's why, and this is what's happened, and this is what's changed. Let's just bless it. Bless the change that has come about. Millennial fathers are spending 3 times as much time with their children. What a beautiful thing. We bless the fathers. We bless the children. We bless the families. We bless the neighbors. We bless ourselves because we know we're all children of the living God. And so it is. Amen.
happiness is easy, sometimes happiness is hard.
Do it anyway. Do it anyway.
It's time to win your battles by showing all your scars. It's
Not easy. Do it anyway.
Sometimes love seems elusive as we tend to all life's chores.
We do it anyway. We do it anyway.
Don't give up because the pain inside has you feeling poor.
It's not easy. Do it anyway.
To be our true selves, our brand new selves. We have to be thankful for the things we have. If it's not easy,
Do it anyway.
be our true selves, our brand new selves. We have to be thankful for the things we have. It's not easy. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway.
A beautiful original song by Dawn. Thank you so much for sharing your talent, both of you, for sharing your talent with us. We certainly appreciate you. So I want to start out this morning wishing everyone a happy Father's Day. Some of us are fathers, grandfathers, stepfathers, uncles. All of us have had fathers. So we want to celebrate this day. And let us celebrate that we are open to expanding our consciousness and endeavoring to apply the positive energies of both the masculine and the feminine in our lives. God, the divine masculine, the divine givingness that is always, always outpouring its gifts upon us through its creating. Happy Father's Day. So I have a story for you. Bear with me because it's a little long. But there was a couple who went to England to shop in the beautiful stores, and they both loved antiques and pottery. And this was their 25th wedding anniversary. On that day, they saw a beautiful cup, and they said, "May we see it? We've never seen one quite like that before." As the lady handed it to him, the cup spoke. It said, "You don't understand. I haven't always been a teacup. There was a time when I was red and I was clay. My master took me and he rolled me and he patted me over and over, and I yelled out, 'Let me alone.' And he smiled and he said, 'Not yet.' And then he placed me on a spinning wheel," the cup said, "and suddenly I was spun around and around and around. 'Stop it, I'm getting dizzy,' I screamed. And the master once again said, 'Not yet.' Then he put me in the oven. I have never, ever felt such heat." The teacup said, "I wondered why he wanted to burn me. And I yelled and I knocked on the door, and I could see him through the opening, and I could read his lips as he said, 'Not yet.' And finally the door opened and he left me and he put me on the shelf, and I began to cool. I was so thankful. 'There, that's better,' I said. And he brushed and painted me all over, and the fumes were horrible. I thought I would gag. 'Stop it, I cried, and he only nodded, 'Not yet.' And then he put me back in the oven. Not the first one. This one was twice as hot. And I knew that I would suffocate. And I begged and I pleaded and I screamed and I cried. And all the time I could see him through that opening, nodding his head and saying, "Not yet." Then I knew there wasn't any hope. I would never make it. I was ready to give up, but the door opened and he took me out and he placed me on the shelf. 1 hour later, he handed me a mirror and he said, "Look at yourself." And I did. And I said, "That's not me. That couldn't be me. It's beautiful. I'm beautiful." "I want you to remember," he said, "I know it hurts to be rolled and patted, but if I had left you alone, you'd have dried up. I know it made you dizzy to spin around on the wheel, but if I had stopped, you would have crumbled. I know it hurt and was hot and disagreeable in the oven, but if I hadn't put you there, you would have cracked. I know the fumes were bad when I brushed you and painted you all over, but if I hadn't done that, you would never have hardened and you would not have any color in your life. And if I hadn't put you back in the second oven, you wouldn't survive for very long because the hardness would not have held. And now you are a finished product. You are exactly what I had in mind when I first began with you." And that's by that famous author, Anonymous. And isn't this story much like our own? We've been shaped and molded into what we are today by our parents, by our siblings, by our teachers, by our partners, and most importantly, by our Creator. I don't know about you, though, but I'm pretty sure I'm not quite the finished product yet. I'm still on the journey. God is not finished with me yet, nor is he finished with you. And life is often likened to a journey, a wandering path, a vast ocean, or even a labyrinth with twists and turns. But perhaps one of the best metaphors for the human experience is the spiral. The shape represents not only movement and transformation, but also the cyclical nature of growth. It's dynamic. It circles back. It revisits places that you feel are familiar, but there are subtle differences each time. And when you live on the spiral, which we all do, you get to encounter recurring themes, lessons revisited, emotions rekindled, decisions reevaluated. Yet these moments are really not repetitions of what you've done before. They are our opportunities for growth. And I've had a lot of those, a lot of opportunities for growth. Each loop, whether upward or downward, carries you forward. It carries you forward, and you get to encounter recurring themes. Each loop gives you a slightly altered perspective of what you thought you knew before. Sometimes I wonder why. Why haven't I just learned so I can move on? Yet, sometimes what I need is a deeper understanding, a broader wisdom, a greater perspective. When in the midst of my stuff, I look back and I wonder, how did I end up here again? I thought I dealt with all that. Only this time, I did not end up in exactly the same space I was in before. Sometimes better, sometimes more difficult, but wherever we end up, there's always a lesson for us. Have you ever thought you'd handled something and then had it crop up again? I know I have, and I also know that perhaps this next time it comes around, I'll be able to handle it a little better because I learned something. I'll handle it differently, and I will show the universe that I have reached a new way of being, a new way of seeing, a new and better perspective. I can declare that situation is no longer important in my life. No longer does it have any hold over me, and I can declare that I am worthy. I am worthy to move forward and create something different from a higher level of consciousness. Even though what occurs for us, What we encounter is not always pleasant. There is always a lesson in it for us to undertake. And isn't that what we came here for? To learn and to grow and to become? Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's peaceful. Sometimes it's joyful. And always it's helpful. Barry Gillespie says, the path isn't a straight line. It's a spiral. You continually come back to the things you thought you understood, and you get to see deeper truths. When we are on the upward spiral, life feels good, doesn't it? It feels light and boundless, and there are times when we achieve our goals, and our efforts are validated, and everything seems to be going in our favor. And that inspires us to bigger dreams, and inspires us to reach for the stars, reach for the stars. Our lives are full. They're filled with light. They're filled with love. They're filled with laughter. They're filled with joy. And sometimes we feel our choice is gone. We don't have any choice. Life is happening to us. We seem to forget that it's not happening to us, it's happening through us. Life happens through us, and we get to choose. And when we don't make the right choice, guess what? We get to choose again. We get to choose again. And again, and again. We always have choice. Choice of what we see, choice of what we choose, choice of when we choose, even the choice of how we breathe. We are always a choice. And let us understand there are no wrong choices. There are difficult choices. There are easy choices. But there are no wrong choices because every path, every choice reveals something to us. When Ken Gordon was in Alaska, he was our spiritual leader, and he gave this little talk, and he said, once we get on the path, there's no turning back. There is no turning back. We may stray for a while. We may go down a little detour, but we always will return. Or as the old saying goes, all paths lead to Rome, eventually. Eventually. Sometimes we get to experience disappointment. Have you ever been disappointed? I know I have. Perhaps even some failure on your journey. I remember I got fired once from a job many years ago, and I was so crushed. But you know, I got to move on to something bigger and better, something fulfilling for me. So what we need to remember is that not all failure is bad. Not all failure is bad. The valleys that we go into give us a chance for introspection and resilience. They are a reminder. You haven't quite made it yet. Not yet, like the story says. They are a reminder that we need to reconnect with that God within. Reconnect with the God. And the moments aren't permanent, are they? We have moments and they pass. And we have happy moments and we have not so happy moments, not so good moments. And as we reconnect with the God within, we understand those moments are never permanent. The beauty of the spiral is that it dips and turns, and it's never permanent. It dips and turns, and we get to go within with faith and expectation to our perhaps neglected spiritual practices and affirm the strength of the divine that is ours, the wisdom of the divine that is ours. We get to open our minds and our hearts and our arms to love and joy and all the good that God has in store for us. We trust the process. You've heard that before. We trust the process knowing that we are strong. You are strong. You are courageous. Look at what you've already lived through. You are strong and courageous. You're still here. And you can choose love and not because of fear. You can choose love again and again and again whenever the opportunity presents itself, choose love, and speak to yourself like someone whom you adore. Adore yourself. And remember, every step we take contributes to becoming the truth of who we are. And that's why we're here on planet Earth. I'm not perfected yet because I'm still here. You're not quite perfected yet because you're still here too. Living on the spiral can be how we describe the ups and downs of our growth. Growth and setback. Growth and setback. I'm not too fond of the setbacks, but they're all part of the journey, aren't they? All part of the journey. We get to embrace the opportunities that life presents to us. We also get to embrace those challenges that life gives us, because the challenges truly are just opportunities. They are opportunities that we encounter to give meaning to some of the difficulties that we encounter. Remember, you are a presence and an individualized expression of the divine. Allow wisdom to move through you. Allow wisdom to be a part of you. Embrace the truth of who you are and understand that none of us is meant to carry it all. Be open to that divine guidance, open and receptive. As we meditate, we go within and we listen to that still small voice for that divine guidance. Your spiritual practices are so important. Embody the truth of who you are. Embodying is not about getting it all right. That's not what embodying is. It's about knowing who you are truly and living it. Truly, who are you? An individualized expression of the divine, one with the one. And the law operates in, through, and as you. You already have everything you need within you. Think about that. Within each one of us is everything that we need, and it is constantly unfolding. Every moment is an opportunity, but it is up to us, you and I, to sit in the stillness and recognize and embrace it. It is as we move through this cycle of life that we develop and perfect our spiritual consciousness. It is in this cycle of life that we develop and perfect our spiritual consciousness. We get to have those opportunities. We get to have those challenges. We get to embrace them and grow through them and love ourselves. I think that's such an important thing, to love yourself. Ernest Holmes said, "It should be considered right to live and to enjoy living, to be well, to be happy, and to express freedom is in accord with the divine law and wisdom." It means that we should move from that place where we sit in the ain't it awful stuff and embrace all the good stuff that happens in our life, because that far outshines the other stuff. Christian Bernard said, "First of all, we must be in harmony with ourselves. We must come to accept ourselves. And the best way to achieve this is never, ever compare ourselves with others. Because the moment we do, we then judge ourselves to be inferior or esteem ourselves as superior, resulting in either an inflated ego or an inferiority complex. In both cases, that results in a state of disharmony. To avoid this, it is best to begin with the principle that each one of us is a unique being, and that this uniqueness gives us our worth in the view of the one, as well as the eyes of humanity. Therefore, we should hold our own standard. Compare yourself only to yourself. This being the key to your spiritual evolution. What we get to do is to honor the truth of our being, to embrace the difficulties on this spiral, and know that in each occurrence there is a lesson. And when we've learned the lesson, we get to move on. So your homework for this week is, as many opportunities for growth present themselves, bless them. Bless those opportunities. Bless those challenges. Remember, you are living with purpose. You are living here on purpose, and they are helping you, aiding you in your spiritual evolution. What we know is God is all there is, and each one of us is an individualized expression of that. And when we can embrace our wholeness, we can move through those downward spirals with ease and with grace and with willingness to learn. So I'd like to ask you to join me in prayer. Sweet, sweet Spirit, Father, Mother, God, that divine and holy essence in which we live and breathe and have our being. That truth that passes all understanding, that peace that passes all understanding. You are it, and we are in it. We are one with the one. Individualized expressions of light and love and peace and joy. Individualized expressions of the truth, the wholeness, and the oneness of the one. So as I speak my word this day, for today, for this service, for the ensuing week, I know truly we are divinely guided. I know that each opportunity that presents itself is embraced for the lesson, that we are filled with light, we are filled with love, we are blessed with strength, we are blessed with courage, that we move through all of the opportunities that present themselves with ease and with grace, embracing the wisdom that we gain. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for those opportunities we have to be that beautiful self, to be that wonderful self, and to say to ourselves, I am beautiful, I am wise, I am good, I am holy, I am one with the one. The truth of us is wholeness, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for those opportunities that present themselves. I simply say thank you, God, as I release this word now to the perfect working of the perfect law that always, always, and only says yes. Please join me in affirming, and so it is. Amen.
And now, thanks you, Reverend Linda. And now, as our ushers come forward, we have an opportunity to share our abundance. Please join me in saying our abundance prayer. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth. I know my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses the world.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
And so let us move into that space of receiving everything we need. that God has blessed us and is blessing us as we recognize that as a man thinketh, as we think, we bring this reality into our lives through the power of the word, the power of the mind, the power of spirit, always for us. So let us bless today the giving of our love to each other, the giving of our service, for this community, the giving of our abundance that allows us to recognize that we are not limited except in our own thinking. And so as we stand under the shelter of each other and say yes to spirit, yes to the good, and yes to the I am, may the blessings of this universe flow to us and through us. And may we recognize them in the deepest of appreciation for the life we live is a life of God as us individualized. It is so, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Before we say the prayer of protection, I want to say a special thanks to Jeff and Kirk for cleaning up the yard and making it look so nice when we came in this morning. So let's give them a big hand. Thank you. Don't be shy. Yeah. Thank you again. And now please join me in saying the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Oh, well, look at that. Did I say that? Did I put that in the email? Oh, my goodness.
And we can do it. Gosh. Meanwhile, wonder what there was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. This may be or may not be the right key. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Am I in the right key? But now I can say, whoa, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have. That's the key. Close. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah, yeah. Well, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No, 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 no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm